So now the model that I saved, I need to publish it. So to use this model, so I had told you two things: publish the model to pipeline and publish the model as an API. So in order to make sure that a model is published as an API, I have to publish it to pipeline first. So I have to come here and I have to say publish. So this model is now published to pipeline. You can just verify it. So the model is published. So I can just go back and I don't have to use dataset tab, don't have to use utility. I have to go to model tab. So now you can see this model is already published to pipeline and it is listed down here. I can click on publish as an API icon and I can push this model to API client registration. So this is the screen where I actually I am prompted with the different fields that I need to fill in order to publish this model as an API. So what are the number of instances that I can use in the backend? So depending upon the number of requests that you feel you are going to get for this model as an API component, you can give that many number of instances. So the minimum is one, you cannot change it. The maximum could be anywhere depending upon what option you are looking for. So I'm giving it as 4 over here. And then you can take the framework here, you can take the environment, and you can take the resource allocation, and then you can say save and publish. So once you do save and publish, now this model is published as an API. So what we can do is we can go to admin and we can go to API client registration. So I'm here in API client registration. I just now published a model and I have two options here, internal and external. So right now we have not released the feature of external model as an API, publishing it as an external model as an API. We have only enabled the feature of model as an API internally, releasing it internally. It can be used as a model as an API in any of the applications that I have created internally. So I can give it any name, client, and I can give any email, and I can give the app name, app, and I can give request per hour depending upon how many number of requests we feel will hit this model as an API, and request per day, and select the type. So we have two options here, data as an API and model as an API. So this data as an API is nothing but exposing the data set as an API component, and model as an API is what we are working with right now. So I have chosen model as an API. And the model that I had published was model underscore 20th underscore 1, which is nothing but today's date. So I'll click on this and I'll click on save. You can see the client name is here, client diabetes. So I'll just click on edit and I'll be served with two fields, client ID and client secret. Now I'll go to Postman. Before going to Postman, I'll just copy this model name. I'll go to Postman and this is my Postman collection. I can just paste the model name here. I'll go to headers. So inside headers, I have to give the client ID. So I'll give the client ID from here. This is the client ID and this is the client secret. I've copied the client secret. I have to provide it here. And I have to give the app name. So what is the app name that I've given? App underscore diabetes. So this is app underscore diabetes. And I'll save this. Then I have to go to the body and I have to give some sample data. So this is the sample data. If you would would have seen, you have these different columns in my CSV file: pregnancy, glucose, blood pressure, BMI, insulin, age. So this is the data that I would like to pass to this model as an API, and then I need to see what is the result that I'm getting out of this. So I'll just send this data. So I send this data, and you can see it serves me a prediction that this the person with uh, data of this nature with these values, it gives a prediction that the person is not diabetic. Now, how do we use this model as an API? What would be a sample application for that? So this is something that I had talked about. So you can see this is a sample application, mobile application. So let me enter some values here. Glucose could be 200, blood pressure could be 90, skin thickness could be, sorry, skin thickness could be 35 mm, insulin could be